you guys, and welcome back to Stampaholics Anonymous. My nails are not painted because we are going to look at something new that is at the drugstore right now, and I really need to take off more of this holo polish that I had on before. I'm just now realizing I hope that with a good scrub it would go away. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. Today we are going to look at a limited edition by Catrice. Boy, it's hard to show you the labels. This is from the Dazzle Bomb limited edition Dazzle Bomb collection. They came out. There's a bunch of makeup products in here. There's an eyeshadow palette and some lipsticks and like a blush thing. But the thing I was most excited about was, of course, these three polishes. I had to go to 2 different stores to grab these. So I don't know how available they are for you guys, but there's 3 colors total. And they don't, well, they do have names. I was looking for the name down here, which is barely, I can barely read at all. So this one is called CO3 Amethyst, and then we have CO1 Rose Quartz, and then we have CO2 Gem of Stones, so they should be in this order. There we go. And the other thing that I'm really excited about that Catrice came out with in this collection, but I'm hoping that might be a permanent addition to their collection, is this guy. This is a glitter peel-off base and top coat. Top coat, I don't know. Easy removal without using nail polish remover. So looking at the bottle, I'm kind of hoping that they're gonna keep it. But now I'm not so sure because the new Catrice bottles are a little bit wider and not as thick. And this one is more like a square bottle. At first I was like, wow, that is the same like bottle shape as the regular polishes, so they might bring this into their permanent collection. But what we're going to do today is I'm going to swatch these polishes for you over my regular peel-off latex base. And then I'm going to do like a little wear test of this glitter peel-off base coat, because it's usually pretty unfair to test out a peel-off base coat like right after you put it on, or even if you leave it on for like a couple hours. It doesn't like thoroughly dry through and gets to the point where it peels off actually. So I'm going to give this like a fighting chance and wear it for like a couple of days. That's how long I usually keep on my manis anyway. And I'm going to do like updates and let you guys know if, you know, any of it popped off prematurely. Like that's what happens to me with my own peel-off base coat like all the time. Like the day after I put it on, things start, you know, popping off just on their own. It's a perfect peely, but it's too early to go. I've tried different methods of, you know, wrapping it in top coat and sealing the tip really well, but it just keeps happening. There might be something in my body chemistry that does not agree with the own peel-off base coat. So we're going to give this one a chance. I have tried one unfortunate peel-off base coat from a drugstore before that did not peel at all. It didn't do nothing. So I don't know how this one is going to perform, but I'm going to keep you updated. I'm just going to put it underneath my regular mani that I'm going to put on after this video, and then by the magic and power of editing, you're going to see, you know, the result of this after I've worn it for a couple of days. So let's get to swatching these 3 polishes and then do a little review about these.
So let's start with the first one. This is a Rose Quartz, and this one has, surprisingly, a lot of matte glitters in there, like little tiny blush colored matte glitters. I was not a huge fan of this. Formula wise it was okay, but the distribution of glitter was kind of weird down to those matte glitters. I did 2 coats, no, actually 3 coats. I'm going to end up with 3 coats on its own, but I'm also going to show you it sponged on because I wanted to give it like a fair chance, because sometimes, you know, glitter polishes just do look better when you sponge them on. So you're going to see me do 3 coats and then sponge it on 1 nail, and in the swatch pictures you will also see, of course, the difference between the finger that has the sponged on method and the one with the 3 coats on its own. Overall, nah, not a huge fan of this. Yeah, but formula wise it was okay. I'm going to show you it later on as a topper over a darker color as well. next up is Gem of Stones, number 2 in this collection. This looks like you know, a topper from China Glaze wood, like Disco Ball or Techno or something. It also has a bunch of non-hollow silver glitters in it. Distribution of the glitters is a lot nicer. Formula-wise, it was totally okay. It wasn't too thick. It wasn't too thin. It didn't run anywhere. Didn't have any issues with this. I'm also going to show you 3 coats of this on its own, and then on one nail, I'm going to show you it sponged on like we did with the last one. Last and certainly not least is Amethyst. Yeah, that's what it's called. And this one also has, besides the hollow glitters in it, which are silver, by the way, and not like purple hollow glitters, it does have a bunch of like regular glitters in there, purple glitters, and it is in a tinted base. It does get sort of okayish opaque in 2 coats. I'm gonna end up with 3 coats in the swatch pictures, but I did the 3rd coat off camera because I thought, looking at this angle, that it was okay. And I'm also going to show you a sponged on nail again, and you're going to see that in the swatch pictures also. Also, after this one, I'm going to show you the first 2 polishes as toppers over a darker polish.
That were my quick swatches of the Catrice Dazzle Bomb limited edition polishes. I have mixed feelings. The only one I really enjoyed was this one, the Amethyst one, but that is because it got opaque pretty much in 2 coats. I did do 3 in the swatch picture. I didn't show you the 3rd coat because when I went to take the picture it just looked a tiny bit patchy, so I added a 3rd coat. And this one pretty much looked the same to me at 3 coats, as in, you know, sponging on a 2nd coat after doing a regular 1st coat. These other 2 ones, meh, not so much. Especially the first one I tried, the Rose Quartz. It has these matte, white matte glitters in there, and it reminded me a lot of the topper in the My Little Pony collection from China Glaze that also has these like matte white glitters in there. They are kind of hard to see, but believe me, they are in there. But in this one, they're just overwhelming, and it makes the polish apply weirdly, at least for me. It felt like the distribution of the matte glitters and the hollow glitters is not the same, so it went on really uneven, and you tend to take off polish that you've already put on in the same stroke because of those matte glitters. I don't know, I really didn't like this one. Also, like that pale pink does not show up at all. I showed you these in the last pictures over a darker polish. This is also a Catrice Icon Nail Polish. This is ready to grape off because I thought that these would work better as a topper, and this one definitely does. It compares to a lot of like China Glaze's toppers that I have that are like hollow. But again, the amount of hollow in here is not overwhelming because most of these glitter particles are just regular silver particles. So what I'm telling you is, if you want a good drugstore hollow polish, go grab these. Just go grab these. it's just so weird to me because essentially the company that makes both these brands is the same company. It's called Cosnova. Cosnova, yeah, and they also make like a couple more drugstore brands. I don't know if everybody's aware of that, but they're essentially the same company. They're situated in the same place. They probably have all the same, you know, factories where they produce all these products. And these, the Holo Rainbow polishes that are now like permanent additions to the Essence line, are way, way better than these. The silver one, it's like, this is no comparison. You can already tell from like in the bottle how much more holo is in this one compared to this one, and these get opaque at 2 coats, I do believe, on their own. No sponging needed. Yeah. This one, the Amethyst one, I did like, but the other ones were meh. As a topper, yes, but I don't think that I would wear this Rose Quartz one even as a topper. I don't think. But I did really like the Amethyst one a lot, and yeah, I didn't try that one out as a topper because I think it works on its own, so I didn't try that out. So the only thing that's left to do is, and I'm going to do that off camera, so you're just going to have to take my word for it, that to use this like in a real mani. I am filming like a couple more other videos, so I can't do it right now, but I might add like a little clip of me actually doing my nails and the mani I'm gonna wear for the like next couple of days, and then I'm gonna do a check-in how this one worked, either like at the end of this video or do a separate video on it. So let me know your thoughts down below. Have you spotted this collection? By the way, I really like the blush paper that came with this. That's really pretty. It's an iridescent, very pale blush paper, really nice, even though they call it holo, which it isn't, it's iridescent, but anyhow, I really like that one. So let me know if you've spotted this collection, if it is available where you are currently. Here in Germany it's available everywhere, even though most drugstores hide it really well because it's this like tiny extra display. It's not like in the Catrice main section, you have to go hunt for it. That's what I had to do. So let me know your thoughts down below, and what you're really loving from Catrice. Other than that, I'm gonna sign off now, and maybe add in like a clip where I do my nails with this peel off base coat and then check in how it fared after a couple of days. So that's it for today, you guys. I love you very, very much, and I shall talk to you next time. Bye!